Hello, podcast community. I just got off one of the most incredible, powerful, fun, transformative calls of my life. And my badass clients said to me, like, this was one of my favorite calls. And every single year, at the end of the year, I get my clients on a call and I really see them. I really celebrate them. And some people will go into 2025 with pressure, right? You hear all these things on social media, like, what are your New Year's resolutions? What are your goals? You better get your life together before 2025. And we don't do that in my world. Like, you know that New Year's resolutions are BS and you don't want to feel pressure going into a new year. And one of my clients in the academy, she shared with us, she's like, it's not just like the year ends and now it's a brand new start. It's like, I've already been making so much progress with my relationship with food and I'm just continuing on. And that's really like the vibe of what I am supporting my clients with. It's not like this fresh start in 2025. It's like, no, I'm just continuing to be my unstoppable badass self. I am continuing to heal. I'm continuing to work on myself. I'm continuing to step into my full potential. And anyways, we had the best call ever. Everyone went around the room and they shared their big wins from this past year and really just reflected on really how far they've come. And I was just beaming with so much joy. We've had clients inside of the community, whether they've been in the membership, the Conquer program, the academy, they're sharing like, I've never had a more easy, effortless, balanced relationship with food. One of my clients came up and she's like, my relationship with food has completely transformed. And this is a client that came to me and literally she used to track, weigh, and measure every single gram of food. She would have chicken salads like every single day and just be so like in control. She would need to know like where she was going out for dinner, what the menu was, like what she's going to eat. Did I eat too many carbs today? And she shared that, she's been working with me for quite some time now. And she shared that like her relationship with food has completely transformed. And she's just sharing how she's so much more intuitive. And I love that, like so much more intuitive in the sense that she doesn't need to control everything. Why? She has self-trust. Why? Because she's in tune with her body. And she joined the academy back in May. And man, she's literally not even the same person. Like she was able to never forget this one time where she had I believe it was Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving and she was going to go to like these social events for Thanksgiving, like, and eat a bunch of food. And her husband went out for dinner. It was literally just days before. And that would have never happened before because it was like, oh my God, we're going to eat so much for Thanksgiving. Like, I better not go out for dinner. And she just said yes. Why? Because badasses say yes. Say yes to memories, say yes to precious time with her husband, saying yes to food that's going to like make her feel good and also enjoy it. Like she is so intuitive with her body. She loves eating nourishing food. And she also knows when to say no. Okay, no, that food's not going to make me feel good, so I'm not going to have it. That drink isn't going to make me feel good, so I'm not going to have it. And she says yes to a lot of things, yes to date nights with her husband, yes to going out for dinner, yes to ordering the pasta if that's what she really wants. But she also says no's to things that don't serve her. No, I don't want another drink. No, I actually don't want to stay up until super late at night. Like I want to go to bed. I want to wake up and do my morning routine and, be present with my kids and go to my workout class. And I'm just so proud of her. We had another client who actually quit her job and she wanted to play more of like the mom role in her life. And obviously I'm keeping all this anonymous, but I'm just sharing with you like the power of doing this work with me. And she quit her job and her identity used to be in her job and how much money she was making. And she said no to that. She's like, I want to be a more present mom. I want to spend more time with my kids. And I shared on our community call, I said, a badass doesn't just say yes to all these things. A badass also says no to things that no longer serve her anymore. And that was such a badass move of quitting her job and letting that identity go. And that was such a powerful move, and I just celebrated her for that. Another one of my clients shared that she has a better relationship with her husband, and she can communicate exactly what she needs. Like, this is incredible. This is incredible, feeling safe to not just, have all these thoughts in your mind of like, this is bothering me, but I probably shouldn't say anything, or I don't like when you do this and I probably shouldn't say anything, but actually having open communication and expressing what she needs. It's beautiful. And then another one of my clients shared that her biggest win for 2024 was saying yes to support, saying yes to coaching with me. She actually started off inside of the Root and Rewire membership, and then she upgraded to the academy. She said she wants to go straight to the top. And we all just celebrated her because it's fantastic when you actually get the support that you need, not because you're broken, but because you deserve to live a life where food is not on your mind anymore. You deserve a life where you feel so calm and grounded and happy and full of joy every single day. And when you're thinking about food, it's hard to feel happy all the time. When you're obsessing over the way your body looks, it's hard to be present with your family and your children. And so her biggest win of 2025 was saying yes to getting support and joining the academy. And of course, absolutely, she's coming to the Unstoppable Badass event because she is somebody who values herself, her health, her growth at a very high level. And she didn't just join the general admission, she's VIP, of course. Of course, right? It's like she values herself. She values her health so much. And I'm not surprised that she said yes to joining the academy. And then she's also coming to the event because she really wants to step into this greatest version of herself. She cares so much about herself and her health, and it's so beautiful to witness. So those are just a few of the incredible celebrations that I shared, or my client shared with the group. And I put them into breakout rooms and they were able to just connect with each other. And I've had people say like, Lorna, this was literally the best call ever. I loved connecting with the other badasses. And then we had dance parties. And of course I played the Unstoppable song by Sia because of course we're getting fired up for the event in March. But we had a little bit of a dance party and we just had so much fun, and in my world, we have fun. Like, yes, I'm going to help you heal your relationship with food. But even one of my clients, she said, Lorna, this goes beyond food. She's like, I'm setting better boundaries at work. I'm prioritizing my mental health. My relationship with my husband is so much better. Like, yes, I will help you conquer binge eating so that you can stop when you're full. You have less food thoughts. Food feels effortless for you. You feel incredible in your own skin, but it's so much more than that. When I even think about my life, when I stopped binge eating, it's like I also, as a result of stopping binge eating, I'm so present in my life. Like I'm so full of joy every single day. And I have the best habits. I have the best routines. I take such good care of myself. My relationship with my husband has never been better, right? My relationship with my family has never been better. Why? Because when you heal your relationship with food, what you're actually doing is healing yourself. And when you see yourself of very high value, that's when you set the boundaries. That's when you stop people pleasing. That's when you stop giving a flying crapola about what other people think about you. That's when you say yes to yourself at a very high level and you join one of my programs, whether it's the membership, whether it's Conquer, whether it's the academy, depending on the level of support that you're looking for. You say yes to yourself in a very big way. It's not, I don't just help you stop binge eating. It's like I help you create these boundaries in your life so that when you're at work, you're not stressed out. You can close your laptop and say, I'm done for the day. You can say, hey, I know I was going to work out on my lunch break. And you know what? I am going to work out on my lunch break. I'm not going to go and stay behind and, continue drafting up emails. I said that I want to take better care of myself. And I set this boundary. So yes, I'm going to go do that workout. When it's 7:00 at night and you're tired and you so badly just want to go into the pantry and just eat something, because you're bored or you're anxious or you're stressed, it's like, I will be there to support you in that moment and remind you that, no, you actually don't need the cookies. No, you actually don't need the chocolate bar. What you actually need to do is connect with yourself and breathe and regulate your nervous system and remind yourself that you are safe. And it's okay to be bored. It's okay to be anxious, and let's just be with those feelings. Let's be with those emotions. You don't need to self-soothe. I will be there for you every single step of the way. And it's not just about your relationship with food, but this is about a better relationship with yourself. This is about having a better relationship with your body, right? Cultivating a deep sense of self-love within yourself. Again, like one of my clients having a better relationship with her husband. And depending on what level of support you get with me, when we hop on these coaching calls on Zoom, why they're so important, again, is because when you have these thoughts, right? Or you have this desire to maybe call yourself names when you look at yourself in the mirror, I'm able to coach you through that moment. Because the real reason that you continue to mirror check and look at yourself in the mirror isn't because you want to just look at yourself. It's because you probably stopped weighing yourself and now you're trying to find safety. It's like, oh, but do I look good? I'm going to be able to help you. I'm going to coach you through that. Again, when you feel this urge to go and eat something, even though you know you're not hungry, I'll be there to remind you, listen, you don't need food. You need to rewire your brain and soothe the anxiety. Stop listening to your binge brain. Listen to your true brain. Listen to your true brain that's telling you, I don't want to eat this. What I actually want is freedom. What I actually want is to not have this urge anymore. I want to be able to say no to the cookie. I want to be able to just be home alone and just be with myself and be productive, or lay down on the couch and watch a movie without all these crazy food noise. I'll be there to remind you what you actually desire for yourself, not what you desire in the moment. I'll be there to coach you through every single step of the way. And so, this time of the year, I don't want you to set these crazy New Year's resolutions. It's like, I want you to think about your future self. Like, what is it that you actually want for yourself? It's like, I'm going to take control of my health. I am going to fully step into the woman that I know I'm meant to be. I'm going to claim a better relationship with food. And I have programs to support you, whether you jump inside of the membership. The membership is the first level program that I offer. It's really the foundational tools to heal your relationship with food and break out of the diet binge cycle. And it's really like the first step. Think of it as the first step, right? And this is where you really learn how to stop secret eating, right? This is where you learn how to actually rewire your brain. And what I mean by rewiring your brain is really rewiring your thoughts around food. So when you're getting your meal together and you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have the pasta because I had carbs for breakfast. I'll help you rewire that thought and say, you know what? If I'm actually craving pasta, I'm going to have the pasta. Rewiring your brain in the sense of, when your brain says, come on, just one last urge, one last binge, I'm going to give in just one last time. Again, I will help you rewire your thinking to stop listening to that binge brain that says one last time and actually rewire your brain to be more in tune with your true self, your intuition that knows, I actually don't want to give in. There's trainings on how to get out of the all or nothing mentality, and why this is so important is because, when maybe somebody asked you to go out for lunch and you didn't plan it in your day, and now your mind is like, oh shoot, I messed up. I didn't plan to go out for lunch, and man, I kind of ruined the day. That's not going to be your mindset anymore. You're going to go out for lunch and you're going to come home and you're still going to have a nourishing meal, a nourishing dinner. You're still going to go to the gym as planned because now you know you did nothing wrong. which is so important. There's trainings on trusting yourself around trigger foods, and why this is so important is because there's going to be so many social events that you're going to attend, right? Valentine's Day, birthdays, weddings, bridal showers, all these events. And even if you don't have chocolate in the house, guess what? You're going to go to an event and there's going to be chocolate. There's going to be, the breads and whatever foods that you're trying to, not allow yourself to have. You need to actually trust yourself with those foods so that when you go to these social events, there's not anxiety anymore. One of my clients, she used to get so anxious, around holidays and social events. And now she's just like, I'm so excited to just make memories with the people that I love and be there and have amazing conversations. She's so neutral with food now. It's like, okay, chocolate used to be like this big trigger for her. Like, even if she didn't want it, she would have it. It was like one of those things, and it's like, why am I even eating this? I don't even want it. But she just always had it like every single day. And now she's just like, yeah, sometimes I'm just like, this is my favorite chocolate, but I don't need it right now. Like, I'm not wanting it and I don't need to have it. Like, that's what happens when you build up trust and you take these trigger foods off of a pedestal. It's like you can be at home and your partner can pull out the ice cream. And if you don't want it, you don't feel the need to go and eat it. You don't have one bite of something sweet and next thing you know, you can't stop eating. That doesn't happen when you actually trust yourself around trigger foods. There's trainings on how to stop thinking about food 24/7 so you can actually be present in your life. You can go out for dinner and instead of worrying about like, okay, are people judging me how much I'm eating? Okay, should I leave more food on my plate? Should I clean my plate? Like, what are the calories? Instead of that, you're just in the moment. You can actually be with your husband and have these deep conversations about planning like your life for the next 5 years and dream big versus, thinking about what you're going to have for dinner. So that's the membership. It's really like the foundational tools. If you're like, Lorna, I am so ready to heal my relationship with food. I am so ready to get back to eating like a normal person again. I want to quiet the food noise. I want to stop eating when I'm full. I want to regain my control back. The membership is a really good place to start. And then if you have already released a lot of your food rules and maybe you're having less urges, less binges, but maybe you're still overeating, maybe you still have strong urges and, body image is still a struggle. What I often see is, when you heal your relationship with food, again, maybe you're feeling better with the food aspect, but then you're still obsessing over the way that you look. And maybe there's still some overeating going on. So I created Conquer. So that's the next step up from the membership. And this is where I help you conquer binge eating for good. I help you get rid of your urges so that, again, you can be home alone, you can be on vacation, you can be surrounded by trigger foods without the need to go and binge, without this need to I need to go eat the ice cream right now. I'm going to help you regain your control back with food at night so that, again, you can actually relax in the evenings. It doesn't matter how stressful your day is. You can sit down, unwind, actually be able to unwind without self-soothing with food. Actually learn how to master intuitive eating so you can, again, eat when you're hungry and stop when you're full. Healing your body image, right? Feeling amazing in your own skin. Stop thinking about your body 24/7. Why this is so important is because every single time right now that you're going to the bathroom, you're staring at yourself in the mirror. You're checking yourself out. When you're at a workout class and you see somebody that's in a smaller body than you, you start getting in your head. You start questioning your self-worth. You start questioning, do I look that good? We have to work through that. Emotional eating. I help you be able to stop using food to self-soothe, to actually learn how to process your anxiety, process your stress, process, any emotions of loneliness, sadness, whatever we all experience different emotions. But there's some people who use food to stuff those emotions, or there's some people who can actually be with their emotions and they don't need food. So Conquer it has more advanced tools and you get more support from me. So actually, inside of the membership, you get 1 call a month with me in a group. And then Conquer, you get 2 calls with me on Zoom. And again, this is where you can actually come on Zoom, get support. And why this is important, again, because when you go to the kitchen, right? When you go to the kitchen, because you're having this strong urge to, let's say, eat more snacks in the pantry, you're going to be able to actually get coached through me in that moment, because the real reason you're reaching for that food is not because you're hungry. It's because you have the anxiety or you have this urge that you're not actually rewiring in your brain. But when you actually rewire your brain with me live on Zoom, what's going to happen the next time you go into the kitchen and you go reach to the pantry? You're going to be able to say no. Or you're going to be able to have a snack and control yourself, which is the most powerful thing you actually desire. Being in control. So that is conquer. I help you conquer binge eating for good. And then we have the highest level support. You're like, I'm Lorna, I'm ready to go straight to the top. This is personally me. Every single program that I've joined, I'm always like, what's the highest level of way that I can work with you? That's just the way I operate. And a lot of my clients, obviously in the academy, want to go straight to the top as well too, with the highest level of support, personalization, high level support and coaching. And they come join us in the academy. So the academy, you get weekly calls with me on Zoom. And why this is important is like every single week, I'm coaching you in the moment. Okay, so Tuesday, this is what happened. It's like you update me. You're like, okay, Tuesday, this is what happened. I had an argument with my husband and I know I went into the pantry and I self-soothe. And it's like, I will give you feedback for what to do next time. I'll help you work through it. Maybe you're like, hey, I have this party coming up on the weekend and I haven't seen these friends in a really long time and I always hang out with this one person and she's smaller than me and I'm kind of feeling a little bit insecure. We can work through that. It's in the moment coaching, very high level support. You also get access to message me throughout the week. So again, when anything pops up, maybe it's a body image struggle that you're wanting to work through. Or again, maybe you didn't binge, but maybe you did a little bit of overeating and now there's just a tiny little bit of guilt and you want to work through that. I'm there to support you. Or maybe you're wanting to work through on like up-leveling your health. And you're like, okay, I'm not really binging as much, but like I really want to work on my health without messing up my relationship with food. It's like we do that in the academy. It's all personalized coaching with whatever it is that you need support with. I have a client in the academy. She's not really binging anymore, but she does need to be mindful of what she eats because of her digestive issues. And so I help her work through still having a healthy relationship with food while still honoring her body and eating foods that don't bloat her. So the academy is high level support. So again, the first level tier is the membership, the Root and Rewire membership. If you're like, Lorna, where the heck and Bob do I actually begin? The membership would be a good place to start, right? You can release your food rules, get out of the all or nothing mentality, build up self-trust around your trigger foods. And then you have Conquer, which you do get access to the membership, but it's a little bit more support. And again, this is where it's like, okay, well, I've already released some of my food rules and I'm feeling better with my relationship with food, but I'm still having urges or I'm still struggling with body image or I'm still overeating. I'll help you conquer binge eating for good. And then the academy is if you're like, two things. Number one, I already know a lot of what to do, but I need the support in implementing it. This is why people come to me in the academy, because you want high level support. You want like personalized coaching and game plan for you specifically. Or people come to me in the academy when, again, like things are actually going well for them. Like it's like they haven't binged in maybe a few months. They've released the majority of their food rules, but it's like, now I want to work through, turning up the dial in my health. Or this is where I really want to work through more specific things. Like, I haven't been binging in months, but like I'm still struggling with my body image. Again, I can help you in a more customized way. This is the only, the academy is the highest level of way to work with me. And it's the only program that you get very high level access to me. So if you're like anything like me, where you're like, I just want to go straight to the top, then that would be the academy high level support. So those are the three programs. So you can message me on my Instagram and I can share with you the best program for you based off of where you're at. And then we also have the Unstoppable Badass event that is literally just 3 months away. Sorry, my voice. And I can't pause this because I record sometimes on my phone. Can't pause this. But we have the Unstoppable Badass event that's happening in March. It's 3 months away and I'm so fired up. I'm so excited because You can do all this work to heal your relationship with food, and that's fantastic. But what I want to really support you on is living this life that feels like magic every single day, where you have it all. There will be some people that will say, actually, one of my clients in the academy, she said to me, she's a one-on-one client, VIP in the academy. And she said, do you ever still think about food? Some people just said, I don't know, maybe you'll always think about food. And I'm like, that is BS. The people that tell you that you're always going to think about food or you're always going to struggle with your relationship with food, they're the people still struggling. That's the truth. If that is their experience, they're going to tell you, oh, well, you're not going to be fully healed. And that's so freaking BS. You get to have it all. You get to live a life where food feels like breathing. It's easy. You feel so incredible in your own skin. You literally feel so good in your own body that you don't even think about your body. You have the best relationships in your life. You don't worry about what other people think about you. You have so much confidence. You know who you are. You value yourself. You don't doubt yourself. It's like you know who you are. You radiate this magnetic energy. When people talk to you, it's like people love being around you. They're like, you're glowing. I love how much you take care of yourself. I want you to become the unstoppable badass version of yourself. And this event is really for the unstoppable badass event is really for the woman that does want it all. You do want it all in every single area of your life, your health, your relationships, your confidence. You can be that person. You can be that person where literally every single area of your life, you're like, it actually feels really good. You're not ruled by self-doubt or anything that keeps you stuck. It's like you're in control. You're present in your life. You're calm throughout your day. You feel grounded throughout the day. You're ready to step into the most powerful version of yourself. You wake up every single day with high energy. You're excited to nourish your body, show up for yourself. In your relationships, you're confident, you're present, you're not second guessing yourself. You show up authentically as your true self. The life that you've been dreaming of is within reach. Everything you desire is possible. And at the Unstoppable Badass event, I'm really going to help you bring this to life. We're going to have so much fun at this event. You're going to transform your life. I had a heart-to-heart with a few people today, and I said, this event is going to change your life. There's a reason why I did not do this event on Zoom. No, this event needs to be in person, because when you actually show up in person, that is where you transform 10 times, 100 times. It's like your fast track to success. No, this is not a quick fix, but when you actually get into the room, you feel people's energy, your goals become so much more achievable. It's like anything that you've been dreaming of, it feels closer than ever before. It's so within reach. You're like, oh, okay, that's a limiting belief. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna let that go. And then you have conversations with these other badasses, and then they're, doing all these incredible things, and they've stopped they've healed their relationship with food, or, they're wanting to be more confident. And it's like together you can just create magic, and it's going to be literally the most transformative weekend of your entire life. It's going to literally transform your entire life. And that this goes beyond healing your relationship with food. This is becoming the most confident version of you. And listen, you don't have to be confident right now. Bring your insecurities, bring self-doubt, bring that all to the event. That's why you should be there. Because at the Unstoppable Badass event, I'm going to help you step into your power. I'm going to help you become the most confident person. You don't have to hold on to the identity of but I'm just not a confident person. Or I'm just, whatever it is, I doubt myself a lot. It's that will change when you actually get in the room and you come to the event. It's like stepping out of your comfort zone. One of the people that are coming to the Unstoppable Badass event, she said, she was like, I'm so awkward and I'm so shy. And she's like, and that's why I'm going to go, because staying at home isn't going to help me feel more confident. Staying at home isn't going to help me grow. So she's like, that's exactly why I'm going. I want to be in the room because I want to become more confident. I really want to focus on myself and my healing and my joy and my happiness. Like, I want to prioritize myself. And that's why she's going. She wants to become this woman that says yes to herself and who is confident, who's present in her life. And so be sure to message me Unstoppable to grab your ticket, because the event is happening in 3 months at the Aloft Orlando Lake Nona in Florida. And you need to be there. This event will change your life. So be sure to message me Unstoppable and get your ticket. But I am just so proud of every single one of my clients, and I'm proud of you for being here, for showing up for yourself, and for doing the work to heal your relationship with food, because this is not just for you, this is for your family. You're impacting your family's lives, your children's lives. When you prioritize yourself and your relationship with food, it's like everyone else in your life impacts, and it gets impacted in the most beautiful way. So I'm so proud of you. And if you have not yet joined the Badass community, feel free to message me on my Instagram. You can jump into the membership, Conquer, or the Academy, depending on the level of support that you're looking for and how much access you're looking to get with me, how much coaching you're looking for from me, and the event. All of you listening, all of you guys listening to the podcast needs to be at the event. Actually, no. The people that need to be at the event are people who value growth, who value expansion, who value really stepping into your full potential and stepping into the woman that you know you're meant to be. If you don't value growth, if you're like, I actually just want to stay in my comfort zone and I don't want to learn anything new and I just want to stay the same, then this event is not for you, because this event is going to change your life. So I'm so excited. I know that the right people will be there and it's going to be incredible. So I'm so proud of you. I'm going to be continuing to evolve myself this next coming year. Like, I'm going to continue saying yes to myself, getting in the rooms, transforming my life and being more intentional in my life. And there's just a lot of things that I have been working on behind the scenes. Even some things that like my husband and I want to do in the future. And I'm working over here and I'm changing my life every single day. And I'm so excited to work with you, badasses who also want to grow and expand and change and step into the greatest version of yourselves as well too. It's the greatest gift and it fires me up so much. So I'm so excited to be working with so many of you guys in 2025 and meeting you guys in person at the event. It's going to be incredible. So thank you for listening. We had a fantastic call today inside of the community, and I can't wait to see you on one of our next coaching calls or at the Unstoppable Badass event.